But look at this lovely Martha Stewart background. It's like, girl, get out of here. Who are you? Go home, Linda, all right? I don't know, is it jazz hands? It's like back in show choir days. Won't you Charleston with me? Oh, won't you Charleston with me? Eyes everyone. Shouldn't have it anymore. We're back with another edition, and we're bringing back an OG. What are we drinking today? Meomi, Pinot Noir, one of my faves. And if you didn't know this about Meomi, it is one of my favorite Pinot Noirs. Probably because I can run across the street, not literally, but I can drive across the street about 5 minutes away to Walgreens, and they carry it there. And I'm all over it. 20 bucks a bottle, getting after it. I've turned many of my friends onto Meomi, and they love it. And I can only describe it as a sexy Pinot. That's all it is. So I'm also snacking on some Boom Chick Pop. Boom Chicka Pop. Boom Chicka Pop. Boom Chick Pop. Boom Chick Pop. Boom Chick. Sweet and salty kettle corn tonight too. So let's get started. Adam's at the gym, and I'm doing this. And I think that when this is coming out, I shot a couple of others that I wanted to get out, and I shot them a while back, knowing that I was going to be putting them in January, whatever. Don't judge me. So don't judge me for that, and don't judge me for the fact that I still have Christmas lights up on my mantle and on my banister, because I wasn't willing to totally say goodbye to the holiday season because I love it. I love it so much, and that's all I know. So on this Wine Talk Wednesday, I'm gonna chat with you a little bit, but I might chat with you from a standpoint of the 4 things that I'm making more time for in 2019. So not necessarily resolutions or things that I resolved to do, but things that I wanna make more time for, or not. Also, I have you know, I picked up my 2019 planner. I'm really excited about it. Where did I find this one at? Marshall's. I love me some Marshall's planners. It is so freaking cute. I'm such a nerd. It's got stickers in it too, so I can like put stickers on things, because who doesn't love a sticker? And it has just nice little fun quotes for you gals. I also got made fun of for having one of these. Somebody asked me, they're like, people still use those? Yeah, people still use them. Give me a holler in the comments if you do. I get it, technology. Don't get me wrong, I still like make to-do lists on Google Keep and Asana and all this craziness, but there's something about a planner. I just like being able to just check it off. 2018 was a great year. 2019 is gonna be even better. I know it's gonna have its challenges, because that's a thing, right? Life isn't perfect. Things are not perfect. Relationships aren't perfect. Half the time I sit there and think to myself, like, am I doing right? Am I proud of myself and how I'm conducting myself in my life? And I want to say yes. But here's why I want to talk to you about the 4 things that I want to make more time for in 2019. Where'd I put it? I got them right here. I wrote them down. Look at that. All right, so number 1, it seems pretty simple, but do more of what you love. I plan to, hold on. My desire for 2019 is to do more of the things that I love. Obviously, if you don't know this already, I love vlogging. And I don't just love vlogging for like to get things off my chest or because it can be therapeutic. I don't know, like I'm able to be creative in it when we're like shooting vlogs and doing different things, even, you know, if it's not like a let's sit down at the table and just have a chat like we are right now. I really like to to learn new techniques and different things. You know, honestly, shooting on our iPhones, I love it. Like, we have a DSLR, but we don't shoot our vlogs on them. We shoot everything on our iPhones. Also, I more so love, and I'm not just saying specific to vlogging. Vlogging is something that I love to do. I also love to tell stories, and vlogging for me is a way to tell a story. And so by doing things like vlogging, by, honestly, I'm reading more. I'm really trying to work to read more. It's, okay, don't get me wrong. We're like 2 weeks into 2019 when I'm shooting this, but I've read a couple books already, and it's like, all right, go me, one for the home team. Things like that that are gonna fuel my soul, and taking time to like play a game, like have game night with Adam, turn off our phones, leave them in the car when we go out to dinner, hang out with friends, go travel and do things that like we genuinely really wanna do, and taking time to just do the things that like just fill my tank, my love tank, my wine tank. But there are just things, honestly, just in general, that I want to do more of what I love. If I don't love doing it, I don't want to be doing it. And honestly, as an adult in life, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to live in rainbows and butterflies. As an adult, I realize you have to do things in your day-to-day that you don't love. You have to sometimes have hard conversations. It's not like I'm planning to avoid those things, right? Like, I understand that I have to wear pants to work. That's a thing. If I don't do that, probably frowned upon. Probably shouldn't wear sweatpants to work. Anyway, do more of what I love. All right, next piece. Number 2. All right, let's talk about this. Be a light. Whoa, not that bright. Jeez, bring it down, sister. So when I said be a light, many of you know that I are a Christian. And while being a Christian can oftentimes have its stereotypes, like you tell people that you're a Christian and they're like, oh, and then they refer to this person, like if they had a negative experience or a positive experience, it's totally fine. But something that I totally believe in just from walking in this walk, I know that number 1, I am not perfect. I'm not trying to be perfect. I have a lot of gunk in my life and things that I have done that I'm not super proud of. But at the end of the day, what I really try to do, and this is number 2, be a light. And that is just by being kind, being positive, being an encourager, and meeting people where they are. I'm not trying to convert people or make them be more like me or like what I want them to be. You know, I have standards for people that are in my life or people that are close to me in my life. But for the masses of people, I want to truly just be a light. Like, I want to be someone that when you meet me, if you don't know me, you say, gosh, I really liked that chick. There was something about her. Or that I can just, to the random stranger on the street or the cashier at the grocery store, say something to them that just leaves an impression, that just encourages them in some way. I want to just be a light no matter what I'm doing, whether it's in business, whether it's at work, whether it's in relationships. I want to be able to be a light for others. And that has not always been a priority for me. Sometimes it's really easy in life to just get so focused on you instead of other people. And so in 2019, I want to do more of being a light. So turn it on. Number 3. Yes, I do it like 3. 3? Is this German 3? Or is this the, it's in Inglourious Bastards?
Wie viele Gläser? 5. Für mich nicht.
Ich mag Scotch, Scotch mag mich nicht.
Ich auch nicht, ich bleib beim Shampoos.
3 Gläser.
We ordered 3 glasses. We ordered 3 glasses. That's the German 3. The other looks on.
3. Okay. We're gonna continue on. So, number 3 is kicking out the negativity. That seems pretty simple, right? But one thing I've not been good at, I'll be honest, I know that I'm responsible for the things that I allow to impact me and affect me in my life, whether it's for the good or for the adverse. And I have made a kind of a pact with myself that in 2019, I'm going to do more of kicking out the negativity. And it doesn't mean like if somebody says something to me that is challenging me and there's someone that I trust and that I hold close to me within my, inner circle, the trust tree, then I'm not gonna be like, nope, I'm not hearing that, because there are certain people in my life that I let, because of trust that's been built, I allow for them, like, yes, I want you to challenge me, even if it can be seen as negative. But in my life, truly, like, I no longer want to make time for negative things in my life, negative influences. If there's someone in my life who they're not in some way, shape, or form fulfilling a purpose that allows for me to, and this might sound selfish, but guys, this is the real deal. Their role in my life is not helping me get closer to my goals and the things that I love and I care about in my life. And if they know me well, they know what those things are. Then I don't have a reason to have a relationship with that person or have a close relationship with that person. If there are other things that are negative in my life, I want to be able to stand up boldly to those things, and while still honoring, my moral code, say and call it out, because I have not always been good at calling out things that I feel like don't have grounds to be in my life. And those are things that, deal with relationships. Those are things that deal with people's opinion and kind of the committee, just in my life that I have let in my life because I am by nature a people pleaser. And over time, throughout my life, especially like in my late 20s, early 30s, I've started to do that more and more, which has changed I understand it's changed people's perception of me, but I've come to learn things that I will tolerate and things that I won't tolerate. And so I want to continue to just call out negativity when I see it in my personal life and kick it out and just like get it out of here. I don't want it. And that's it. So that was a little deep. Number 4 is another kind of serious one, but it was Adam and I's quote unquote word, or I'd say phrase of the year, and that is overwhelm the circumstances. I'm not gonna go too into depth into that because it is a very personal thing to Adam and I, but there are some things in our life this year that we really, really are praying and working toward and supporting and just putting a lot of our efforts into these things. We're overwhelming the circumstances in certain areas of our life to impact change. And we have people that are with us, supporting us, encouraging us, praying for us, challenging us in those areas, and we could not be more thrilled about it. And number 5, last but not least, I don't know if I said I had 5, but I'm saying I have 5. It's to laugh more. I think that it's so easy. And in 2018, I had a very serious year. It was a very serious year for me, 2018. I did a lot of things that pushed me out of my comfort zone. I did a lot of pep talks to myself in the bathroom at work, more than I'd like to admit. That's a real thing. Really glad I don't work with a large female population because the bathroom's usually not that busy. But I did a lot of things that scared me. And a lot of the year, while outwardly I was trying to be very myself, I felt very out of my shell. And in 2019, I'm trying not to take things so seriously. While the things and the goals that I have are very serious, I'm trying to just laugh more. I'm trying to find joy in little things that I can find joy in. And I take a pause every single day and I just like shoot up a note of thanks and praise for all of the things that I'm grateful for in my life, because there's so many. And without a doubt, those things always bring a smile to my face, or just like that's a good one. And so obviously it's taking time to just laugh more and just understand that this whole thing, this journey of life is meant to, well, that's a whole other video we could get into. What's the meaning of life? There are a lot of serious things going on in the world today. And, you know, people die every day. And there are just, like, I'm talking to you right now and the government shut down. Like, there are people in our government who aren't being paid for the jobs that they're doing to protect our country. And not to go into a political thing, but there are things that are far more worse outside of my four walls that I need to truly understand that at the end of the day, I'm going to be fine. My husband and I are going to be fine. We love one another and we have one another. And even if we didn't have one another, life would still be, it'd be hard. Well, don't get me wrong, it'd be really hard. Where am I going with this? In 2019, I am just really trying to make more time. I want to make more time to just laugh more and engage with people and be a light and kick the negative out and just do more of what I love and hashtag all of the other things, which includes drinking wine. Here's what I'd love to know. I would love to know what things you're looking to do in 2019, as well as what should my next bottle of wine be? I drank some really good wines over the holidays, and I may go back and get a couple more. That's a kernel. You little stinker. What should the next bottle of wine be? I'd love for you to say what it should be. Please, I swear, if it's in a box or it starts with the word bear, don't even put it in the comment section. Just don't do it. It doesn't have to be fancy schmancy. I mean, come on, 20 bucks a bottle, like, let's get after it. So with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for joining me for another edition of Wine Talk Wednesday. I hope to be able to do more of this in 2019. I'm not promising anything. I'm not resolving that I'll do a Wine Talk Wednesday every Wednesday because sometimes I just don't have things to say. And sometimes if I said the things that I wanted to say, you'd probably be like, bye, Felicia. No, but for real, it's been super fun. Hope you guys are having an amazing start to your 2019. Again, kind people are my kind of people. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.